what really bothers me is meeting.
GFB
DJ Blake.
VILLY.
Fuck your stupid ass name, this ain't no meet and greet.
Don't fuck with a nigga like me, like me, like me. Don't fuck with a nigga like me, like me, like me. Don't fuck with a nigga like me, like me, like me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I was doing so good till these niggas got me fucked up. Now I'm on the map, all these haters wanna show love. Never with no click, just me and my broski. Nobody know me, not even my family.
Hey, had to get it on my own, I had to make a way. Shot it been 5 since back then, do the shit with a passion. Fuck boy, like what happened, talk shit, get the max in. 2 splits, no chopsticks, head banging, no mosh pits. Give me neck, no ostrich, drip down, no faucet, no.
This is DJ Blake, and I bet you've heard the phrase, get rich or die trying. Well, what about go for broke? This next artist has put in countless hours towards mixing, writing, and producing. He has the drive to do whatever it takes to make his dreams a reality and support his family all at the same time. Introducing GFB VILLY. Welcome back, everyone. This is DJ Blake, keeping you up to date with all the hottest hip-hop news and sneaker talk. And today, I'm with the one and only GFB VILLY.
What's happening?
GFB, is that like a group? Because I've noticed like on some of your flyers, there's multiple GFBs. Is it like YBN kind of in a way?
Yeah, like that's kind of how we came up with the name. Like we were just, it's just me and my homies. We just be doing music, so we were like, let's form a group. And then we just couldn't figure out a name for the longest. But then we had a show coming up, and then so we were promoting it, and then so we were trying to figure out a title for the show. And I came up with Go For Broke.
Hey.
And then I texted my homie, Kid Campbell. I was like, hey, bro, we should just make that our name. He's like, I'm down. So we just kind of did it how like, what's it called? Like, who are the cats you're talking about?
YBN. Yeah.
So we're like, might as well just do that. So that's how we came up with the GFB.
That's cool. Have you guys all been making music for the same amount of time, or?
Yeah. Actually, I've been making music since I was little, but with the homies like Cambo, I started linking up with him maybe like a year ago. Okay. Maybe coming up on 2 years. The homie Coos, I just recently started linking up with him maybe like not even 6 months ago.
Hey, okay.
Then Kinetics, that's my little brother. So me and him, we just been there for, like since we were little. So we just been doing this for a minute. And then who else we got? We got the homie Don. That's the homie from school. I went to high school with all these cats.
That's cool. So that's how you met all of them.
Yeah, most of them. Yeah, there's only one cat. That's my girl's uncle. But he's the same age.
That's interesting.
But I met him just through family, like. So that's how I got linked up with him. And then one day he came over. We just started making music, and then that's how shit starts.
That's cool. Where are you guys all from then?
So I was born in Fresno, Cali.
Ooh.
So me and my brother from there. Cambo, he's from here. Koos, I believe he's from here too. Adrian Alexander, he's from here. I think we all kind of grew up in the same area though. So like I'm from Cali, but I really like grew up here, like because I moved here when I was like, I think in the 4th grade.
4th grade, okay.
So yeah.
That's interesting. So where do you live now that you're here in?
I live in Kent right now.
Okay, that's cool though. Kent's not that far, honestly.
Yeah,
and
it's chill.
Have you ever been to like the Kent races or anything like that?
Yeah, I used to go to the Kent races all the time.
Hey, tell people about the Kent races.
Well, Kent races, bro, it's just literally like the shit you see on Facebook. Like you see when the motherfuckers got all locked up or all got caught because it just be lit. There be hella people right down the hill from the hospital. They just be parked there, bro. It just like hella cats, like maybe 200 cats, and then we just be waiting to see where we going to race, and then they be going. Shit's be lit though. So
you show off your cars, then you race. It's illegal, but it's.
I didn't race.
Right.
I was always in the passenger seat, just chilling. But
that's a huge.
The scenery is dope.
Do you know how that's? How old are you?
Me right now, I'm 22.
Okay, so you've been around for a little bit. So do you know how the Kent races even started?
Nah, man. I've
It's like a legend now.
Yeah, I'm not really into that stuff right now.
That's crazy though. The Kent races. How's that even set up? So you just block off areas in Kent and then hope the police don't show up?
Yeah. They be doing that at like midnight, past like 2 o'clock in the morning and shit. So like, there ain't really that many people on the streets. Cause I be working on graveyard, so I'd be driving down at like 3 o'clock in the morning. There ain't nobody in the street. So I'm like, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's interesting. So did you get your inspiration? Cause you've been in Seattle for your whole life, almost 4th grade.
Yeah.
So what made you get into making music?
Really is my pops. He always put me into music. He's the one that showed me how to play the drums.
Oh.
He kind of introduced me how to play the guitar. So after that, I kind of just taught myself. Like, I would go online and just learn how to play like songs from like Metallica. Like, I'm really like, I grew up listening to rock.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
A lot of rock. So like, I'm talking like Metallica, Iron Maiden, we'll say the Black Sabbath, like all that. And I listen to like Slipknot and all them cats. So I listen to a lot of different music.
In my opinion, I love hip hop, and I love to say that's a melting pot of a genre.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to a genre that every single person in the world can connect to, I honestly have to say it's rock. I'm not gonna lie. It's like that's a huge genre, and it's been around forever. Rap is still like a newer genre. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna find someone who doesn't like some type of rock. Maybe they don't even realize it's rock, but that's cool though. So you got your inspirations from rock then, huh?
Yeah, man. I grew up on that stuff, and then I just started getting into like hip hop. Like, I want to say, like my freshman year.
Okay.
Cause I would listen to like just like the mainstream music, but when I started listening to like underground hip hop and shit, like Tyler when he came out, I was like, okay, this shit's dope.
That's cool. Okay.
So like, I fuck with all them cats.
I think there's a pretty big like underground scene in Kent, right? In Tacoma.
Oh yeah.
Do you get to know a lot of artists that way through like the underground scene?
Yeah. I know a lot of people from Kent. Like, I know there's like the Team Chill homies, got the homie Ace B and all them. But yeah, there's a lot of cats in Kent.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying.
Wavy. Who else? Let me see who we got. Brain fart right now.
See, that's how you know. That's how you know there's a lot of people though when you can't even name them off the top of your head. There's so many to grab from.
It's a big list.
Do you find that? Because you said that you know a lot of artists in Kent. Do you find cities like that to be kind of cliquey though?
Oh yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Like, I really don't know. But I look at it from a different view. Like, I just watch it all happen, and I just do my own shit.
Right.
Like, me and my GFB homies, we would just be on our own wave.
Mm-hmm.
But we're always open to like have other cats come in, and like we're always down to collab with this guy, that guy. It don't matter. Like, we just be trying to make music.
Right.
But that click stuff, like, I really don't know. I just be watching it.
Right. that makes sense. How important is music into your life though?
Oh, bro, it's like crack, bro. It's an everyday thing. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really do that. But nah, I'm doing music like every day. Either I'm mixing and mastering, or recording, or just making beats.
That's interesting. A lot of like newer artists that I've been able to interview, they say this is no slam to them whatsoever, but they're like, oh yeah, I came up with that song in 30 minutes. But I think it actually takes time to, you're saying even if you're not writing lyrics, even like messing with beats, that's an important step. That's how you know you truly understand your craft, you know? Because there are artists who just focus on their lyrics and they have no idea how to do production, which is fine. But you're kind of like a producer and an artist, right?
Yeah, I would say like I really didn't start like spitting and like just like or singing, whatever you want to call it, like rapping or whatever. I don't say I'm a rapper. I just say I'm an artist. But I was producer first, and then no one want to hop on my beats. So I was like, I don't know, man. I probably just my beats were probably just whack. So I mean, it's chill now. It don't bother me. It just made me better in the person who I am right now. So like nobody want to spit on my beats. So I just started writing myself, and then after that,
that's cool. You don't even have to look for other people's beats. Then you're just using your own.
Yeah, and the musicality is just already there. So like when I hear a beat, I already know what I need to do, like how I want to go at it, and it's a rap.
Do you think you say you're an artist versus a rapper because you're a producer and a rapper, or is it because you think there's a stigma behind the word rapper?
I don't know. I've always just like I've always thought it'd be like I've always just felt like I've been an artist. Like I wouldn't say I'm a rapper because I don't like really rap. Like
You don't just stick to one platform either.
Yeah. So like I can do like this or that. Like I don't like to put myself in a little box.
Right. That's good. That's good. That's really cool that you're into rock though. So do you gather inspiration from like the old rock legends here?
Oh, definitely. Like in the old cuts too. Like I'm talking about like the Isley Brothers. My pops, like he listened to like the old school like lowrider oldies. So like that's a big influence on me too. And like I used to listen to country a little bit. So but
right.
I mean you ain't gonna hear me like drop no country song. But nah, I mean like music is just like it's just everything for me, bro.
Yeah, that's cool. What's your ethnicity again?
So my pops is Mexican and my mom's from Laos.
Oh, where's that? What?
That's like by Thailand.
Oh.
And like just the Southeast Asian.
That's
like,
a
area.
Filthy mix though. What the heck?
Yeah, it's crazy. My mom's like 5'2", my dad's like a big old 6-foot cholo. That's what's up.
That's cool. That's what oh my gosh. See, I love to bring in people like this into the station. Like just there's so much diversity in Seattle.
Oh, yeah, man. I love it, though, bro. It's cool. Like, people here are hella chill.
Right.
Like, even when I was little, like, I got pulled over by the cops, like, with the homies, like, just for smoking weed and shit, and they would just take our shit and leave. I'm like, really? That's how they do it down here? That's crazy to me.
Wow. So, how long you been making music since you were young, right?
Yeah, so I want to say, I think my pops, he bought Reason 6, like when I was in like the 6th grade, maybe.
Okay.
Or middle school, like 7th grade, 8th grade. I would just start off like playing guitar and stuff, and then we would just bring in some drums like that we had on the program, and then that's how I started making beats. Like we just did it ourselves. Like we didn't ask anyone to help us. Like we just experimented with the whole program ourselves, and
that's cool.
It went on from there.
How do you promote yourself?
That's something I'm working on right now.
Okay, no, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's what
like the marketing part, that's the part like that I would say I'm struggling with right now.
Right.
I'm just trying to figure out how, like, what's the best way to promote myself. Like videos, obviously, like on Twitter or something like that. Like, you know, doing the little things with like Hip Hop Seattle and the MCAS, and then just like promoting your music like that. But that's something that I'm still working on.
Yeah, that's what my whole podcast is about, because I don't have all the answers either, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to make connections through these interviews also, and then the connections I make, spread them to other people too, you know? Like, don't hog your connections, you know?
Yeah.
But that's cool. So you know Kodak the Great from doing a concert with him. How do you set up concerts like that? Because Kodak's from Tacoma, so how do you even get into a concert venue? It was like the Hard Rock Cafe or something like that, right?
So so my girl, her pops, they have a band, Clientele. And he put me on, really. He was like, hey, man, I can get you guys a show at the Hard Rock. He just came out of nowhere. And one day at a family function. And then he was like, yeah, bro, if you guys are really about it, he's like, I'll call my connections. Because they do a lot of cover shows. And they got songs and shit out, too. And this shit is nice, bro. It's like nice, smooth, like jazzy funk vibe. And then, so one day he was like, yeah, man, I can hook you guys up with that show. Then like maybe a week later or 2 weeks later, he's like, I got you guys booked. And then we're like, damn, bro, we really got to get this shit going right now. We got to figure out artists who we're going to put on.
Right.
And then like, obviously we're like, yeah, it's got to be all like a bunch of Kent niggas.
Right.
Or like all the cats that we know.
Right.
So the homie Kid Cambo, he's the one that hit up a lot of the artists. But yeah, it was a good lineup though.
Right. Yeah, that was cool. So how do you find connections though?
How do we find connections? Bro, we should be hitting people up.
So it's word of mouth. Do you
don't be afraid to like connect with someone.
What do you think would make it easier though? Because like I've said before, it's kind of hard for people to make connections because things are very cliquey in a way.
Just like be about your business, I guess. I mean, I couldn't. Like I connect with people well, so it's like
that's interesting. Okay,
it's not hard for me.
That's cool. So is it just your personality then, or do you just surround yourself with people who are about music, and then it's easier to go around that way?
Yeah, I mean, you just find the people that are like that, so like that have the same mentality as you.
The passion.
See, like it's about the music. You know, let's make this money real quick. Let's provide for our families.
That's what I like to say though, like the passion. Like if you're passionate about something, it's easy to find other passionate people.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
And then
Okay.
when you know, some people you gotta kick to the side. You gotta kick to the side. Man.
Right.
Don't get your feelings all involved.
Right. I like to get different perspectives because there's some people who say it's really hard for them to promote their music or find connections, but
You just gotta find a way.
that's important. Yeah. So have you been able to perform at other concert venues besides Hard Rock? Or
No, that's my first time like performing like on a mic too.
how long ago was that?
It was like a couple months ago.
That's interesting. So, So you're able to make music whenever you want, and are you willing to perform too? Right?
Oh yeah. If anyone hit me up, like I'd be down. You know, I just gotta make sure I ain't got no appointments for the little one. And make sure the baby mama's all good and everything. Then
Right.
chill.
What's the next step for you? Do you think? What do you need to like get to the next level to get even more performances or anything like that?
I mean, I think I just need to like start putting myself out there more.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, that's what I'm working on. Just like figuring out how I want to promote myself, how I want to come out there and stuff.
Right.
Because I'm still like, I'm really like still just starting to get into this stuff.
Okay.
Like, starting to take it serious. So it's like I'm doing it all by myself too. I don't got no team or anything. I mean, I got a team with me, but it's like we're all trying to figure out how to do it ourselves. And
Right.
like the homie Cambo, like he helps me. Like he's got his stuff on Apple Music and all that, but I don't.
Right.
So, but I be hitting him up. I'm like, hey, bro, how you do this? How you do that? So,
Right.
like, we're all just helping each other out.
Right. Do you like not having a team? Do you like being independent, or like what are your views on that?
Really, honestly, I just be doing it because like nobody ain't trying. I'm not saying nobody's trying to help me,
Right.
but it's like I feel like I can do it myself. Like I have
Okay,
confidence
that's
in myself
fair.
that
That's
I can
fair.
do
That's
it.
good. I like that. So, what are your goals in life, though? What is your destination for you? What's your journey?
My journey, right now, I'm just trying to make sure I can provide for this little one. So I'm trying to make as much money as I can. And like the way I see it is like I can make money off his music stuff. Then why not try to pursue that?
Right,
you know,
right.
if I can do what I love every day and still see my family,
Right.
then it's chill for me.
Right.
I just want to make sure I got enough money for this little one.
That's cool. You keep
My
bringing up
family.
your family and it's girl, right? Guy?
Yeah, it's a
girl.
girl.
So how important is family to you?
Oh, bro, it goes family, then music.
Yeah, for sure. So you said your little girl is how old now?
She's 2 months.
2 months. Okay.
Yeah.
So how much has music and just life in general changed your perspective since having a kid?
Oh man, it pushes me like every day when I wake up and I see her, it just makes me realize I gotta go harder at this shit.
Wow.
You know, like she's relying on me.
That's interesting though, because I want to talk to you about this because you're
Go
young,
ahead.
I'm young. So this is okay. I actually want to have this conversation.
Go
so
ahead.
I feel like for me personally, I feel like having a kid is like, this is just my opinion. So do not take this offensively.
No, you're good.
I feel like having a kid is almost like a burden in a way, because I feel my goals in life are I want to help connect Seattle, you know, and then have that spread across the world. And I feel like I don't know if that's even selfish or not, but I feel like if I had a kid, even if I'm ready for one, my perspective on life would change, and then it'd be more about the family versus like Seattle, if that makes sense.
I mean, you could do both, bro.
Can
It's
you?
just like, yeah, you can. Like me, like I'm still doing this music stuff. Like I think she was only like not even 2 weeks after, and then I still had to perform that weekend. Like it was almost hard. Like I was almost like I'm not even gonna do it because it's just like I gotta be there for this little one. But I mean, you still do it, man. Like the way I see it is, if you can have a kid and make this music stuff work at the same time, or pursue your dreams at the same time, then nothing can stop you, bro. Nothing can. Cause like raising a kid is hard. It's not easy. I mean, it's pretty easy for me right now. I mean,
Right.
compared to the mom, but
Do you learn more about yourself though now that you have a kid though?
oh yeah, definitely.
That's crazy because it's only been 2 months though. But you probably
But like,
feels like-
I felt like I've matured a lot already. Like even like when she was just pregnant, like I already knew what I had to get ready for, and it's just like,
right,
it is what it is. Like it's gonna happen either now or it's gonna happen in 8 years.
right,
Like, cause you can still be pursuing your dreams at like 30 years old.
right.
just because you have a kid, it doesn't mean it shouldn't stop you. I mean, it should stop you.
Wow, so you have a wife and kid already. Does that kind of like check off the boxes of like looking around though? Like,
oh yeah,
are you able to just have tunnel vision now in a way? Or
yeah, man. If that's the life you want, then
so you've wanted to have like this life kind of though.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
That's cool. What the?
That's what's up.
Wow. So everything's like working out. So like, how important? So you say family is very important to you, but how important to you is music though? Because you are 22 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is music something like that's what you're completely passionate about, and that's what you want in life, or is there something else in life that you want, like another journey or career path you want to take, or is this a career path you've wanted for like a long time?
Oh, like once this music stuff pops off, like I'm gonna start doing like some, like I've always like loved doing like video work, like photography, like any type of art, like clothing brands. Like I know people don't fuck with Kanye nowadays, but like the shit like he does, like
he's an inspiration though.
Yeah,
I can't lie about that.
Like the clothing, but like my shit ain't gonna look like you homeless and shit though. I mean, it's cool, but
that's what money's all about though. Like it just it's
gonna
money
open
just
up opportunities.
Yes,
for you.
that's what money's just another key for like opportunities.
Once I start making enough money to where I'm comfortable and everything's good with the family, like I'm going back to school.
Oh, okay. What do you want to go to school for?
This music stuff, man.
Okay, see, this is something you're passionate about. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Like engineering, all that stuff, like work with the boards and all that. I'm tired of this digital stuff, man.
Yeah,
it's kind of boring.
It's good. Like I've been working with like DJs and stuff, and if you go to like a concert, the DJ just presses a button and then it's the music, and he's like, oh yeah, like he's not scratching or anything like that. Like,
you know what's crazy? I've never been to a concert.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I told myself I told my girl that too. I told her I was like, I'm never going to a concert until I perform in one.
That's funny.
And I don't plan on going to one.
Wow, it's a weird perspective because now that I've been in like getting into music and stuff, I feel like it's really weird to go to a concert and be in a crowd because like you're literally like in a box, and you're like, if you look at people from like, if you're like sitting down or like in a different part of the concert venue, it just looks like a people are in a bunch, like a can of sardines, just jumping up and down. Like, and a lot of them just have their phones out, and like they're just spending money to like watch these people, but they're watching them through their phones.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather be the guy that's like that you're taking a video of. I'd rather be that motherfucker.
Yeah, like you're either the entertainer or the entertained.
Exactly, man. Like, I mean, I'll probably end up going to a concert like later in life.
Right.
But, I mean, I don't plan on going to one like anytime soon.
But what I was saying about like how DJs nowadays, they literally just press a button on their like iPhone or like the laptop, and it's just music playing. There's like no scratching involved really anymore. And like,
yeah, they're still getting their money though.
Yeah, but the more like, even though some things might feel like they're like fading away, the more you hold on to like an older art form, the more higher regard you get held into. Because even though everyone used to be able to do that, now that people aren't really able to do it, you're held differently. Like people are like, oh wow, you know how to do that. So they'll rather have you versus someone, because it's still entertaining to do that. Like DJing is definitely an art form.
Yeah, it's gonna come back in a different form though. Just like how like everybody wants to be a rock star like back in the day. Now everybody wants to be a rapper. It'll come back in a different form. It's chill. It's cool though. I love that shit though. Like I grew up listening to I grew up listening to like Tupac and like NWA, but like I didn't really get into like hip hop till like a lot like in high school. What
made you start wanting to get into hip hop though?
It was just another genre. I was like, I'm tired of rock right now. I was like, I need something else, something new. And I didn't get into. I think what got me into like hip hop was I used to listen to like EDM.
Okay.
And then the EDM trap, not like trap nowadays, but like the EDM trap, and then that's how I got into like I started listening to like 2 Chainz or like Travis Scott. Like I fuck with Travis Scott tough. Like I fuck with just how he came up. Yeah. Like and like how he was a producer first, and then, you know. Right. So I connect with that. Right. But
what are your opinions on EDM though? Because I've been to like EDM concerts or raves, which are fun, but I don't know if I'm the type of guy who would be able to sit down or even in the car and just put headphones on and be like, oh yeah, EDM music in my head.
I mean, it's for some people. Like some people have the ear for it, but I remember when in high school, freshman year, I took this audio engineering class, Bro, my teacher would clown on EDM music so much, and that's when I just started listening to it. I was like, man, I fuck with this stuff. He's like, what the? He's like, bro, that shit's trash. He's like, it just sounds like you're scratching shit.
That's funny. But
yeah.
EDM artists, those guys make huge money.
Yeah.
Because they can also just be the DJ for, like, because they get
like
rappers on their
now.
songs too.
Those are like the DJs now. Like
yeah.
Real DJs.
Are you more invested in, do you want to just be like the artist, or do you want to be the type of guy that is able to sell beats to people and make money through that way, or just a mix of both?
Honestly, to me, it's like whichever comes up. Like if I happen to make like a fire ass beat and someone wants it, I'll sell it to you.
Right.
But I mean, like I do whatever. Like I only make a beat now if I have to, because I got my little brother now. My little brother makes some stupid beats. Like his shit goes. He's got some good ass beats.
So you're in a group with him, or are you guys like more of a duo, and then you guys are in a group also?
I mean, me and my brother live in the same house, so we just see each other every day. And
right.
He's cooking up every day too, so he be like making like he be shitting out like 6 beats every day. I'm like, damn, bro, like slow down. Nah, he don't need to slow down. He need to keep.
That's
doing
cool
what
though.
he's doing, but nah, like we're all on the same page, the whole group.
Even if you're not getting noticed right now, as long as you keep being passionate about something, I've been talking to a lot of artists about this. As long as you're passionate and keep grinding, even if no one's paying attention, the universe will pay you back in a way. You know?
Oh yeah, I've always been the underdog.
Yeah,
I love that shit though.
Yeah, but then it's cool because even if other people don't believe in you, you already know you believe in yourself. So when you get big and people are like, oh wow, you're big, you're like, I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, and then people think you're cocky and shit. It's like, nah, bro, I've been telling you this. Like, this is what I'm doing.
So what do you need when it comes to promoting, though? Like, what do you see that other people do that you want to learn how to do?
I think I just need to, like, focus on that. Like, just because I'll say it like this. So, like 3 years ago, I was focusing on trying to figure out what sound I wanted to do when I started spitting and started rapping or singing or whatever, like I said, whatever you want to call it. And then after that, I focused on how to mix and master my music. And then this last year, I just focused on like putting all that together.
Right. Okay.
Now I'm trying to figure out the marketing part and do all that.
So
I've seen the little things I've done is just like repost music like on my social media and stuff, and just link with people that I don't even know, and they just be like, "Hey, you trying to link up?" I'm like, yeah, man, whatever, like, fuck it.
You were able to reach out to me, so yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you find me in the first place?
Oh, that's crazy. So there's this dude, I forgot his name. It's the artist that my little brother works with, and he told me that he met you at some party or something like that. So I was like, okay. He's like, it was for radio, like he said 92.5. I was like, okay, so all I did was go on Instagram and type in moving 92.5, and then I went to the little like mentions or something like that, and I was like looking for, I was like I know who this guy, I know that's Jubal, I know this guy, I know that's a girl. I was like, who's this cat right here? And then I saw your SoundCloud, and so I started listening to it. I was like, oh, this is the cat then.
That's cool. That's cool. Okay, that's interesting.
Like, let me just hit him up, let me see if this is like for real. And you hit me back. I was like, yep.
Yes, that's awesome. That's cool. Oh my gosh, see,
I do my research, bro.
That's cool. That's actually, dang.
That's crazy.
That's interesting. That's so cool that it's actually been hard for me to find people that are producers and artists at the same time.
We're a different breed.
And people don't put in the time as much. Like, even with me, though, like, I'm working for a single interview. Sometimes it'll take me a full day or two just to completely edit an interview. And some people don't even notice how much I edit an interview.
I'll tell you this right now. There's a reason why you don't see us is because we're doing the same thing you're doing every day, because we're in the studio.
Right.
Making beats or mixing and mastering. That's why.
That's cool, though.
We don't have time to market and stuff.
That makes sense. So what do you see in Seattle that you want to change, though?
I mean, I feel like people are like slowly coming together. Like now, I feel like it's really, like Seattle's really about to pop off pretty soon.
So you see the wave too?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I see it. Like I said, like I just be watching.
Yeah.
And then when it's my time to shine, I'll do my thing.
Right. What do you think the Seattle sound is right now, though?
Everybody knows this. Everybody knows the answer. It's that Lil Mosey shit, but it's cool though. It's cool. But there's a lot of different cats. Like the underground scene is. I'll tell you, there's one cat that goes stupid. His name is Mike Jack.
Mike Jack. Huh.
He goes stupid. His shit goes stupid. His shit turn up the club.
What are your opinions about underground? Is it like, is underground people, is that where they're happy, or is that just the genre, or are they people who actually want to get to a higher platform? Is that the platform they're happy with?
Honestly, I couldn't answer that for them.
Right.
Cause me, like I said, like I don't want to put myself in a box, so I don't want to say like I'm an underground artist. I feel like,
right.
Like when I say underground artist, is like, I know there's the actual like genre, like people fuck with just like only underground artists, but
right.
like Hobson and shit, like he's
Hobson.
just underground. But when I mean like underground, like I say like I mean like we're like the underdogs, like we're not on top yet, but
right.
Either way we finna be there.
Right. So you definitely want your like voice heard past Seattle.
Yeah.
Cool.
Trying to take over the world.
Yes. What do you want to use your platform for though?
Just bring up upcoming artists. Just keep it going.
Right. Just
like what they did in Atlanta.
Yeah.
They had a hell of cats took over.
Yeah.
Like Young Thug, all of them. Trying to do the same thing here.
For Seattle specifically, I feel like Deontay Hitchcock was saying that it just takes like one person to blow. But like Malcolmore and Little Mosey, they blew up, but I still don't feel like eyes are really on Seattle. Because if there were, then you just see tons of artists popping up here or there, going onto mainstream. But I think what it takes for Seattle, though, like we keep talking about this wave, Seattle needs to come up as a whole. Because literally, Little Mosey doesn't really rep Seattle. Like he's basically an LA person now, you know?
Yeah.
But it's
Hollywood.
Yeah. As you continue to grow, though, you're going to be you're interested in helping Seattle become a spotlight?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to make sure I blow up first.
Yeah.
And then that's when everybody else comes up.
Right.
I mean, if that's what, like, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do that, too.
What do you want people to know about you that they won't get from your music?
I'm a really chill-ass dude. Like even my little girl does this. Like, she be mugging the shit out of me. Like, if I look like I'm mad, I'm not mad. I'm just chilling. But, I mean, I don't know. Just listen to my music.
For sure.
And then maybe you'll get to know me.
Right. What are some final words that you have for Seattle?
I'm coming. I'm almost there.
For sure.
Coming up.
What is the best way to reach you?
Instagram, GFB VILLY, Twitter, same thing. Shoot, hit me up.
Awesome. This is DJ Blake and
GFB VILLY.
There we go. That was fun.
DJ Blake.